playing a bum school.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense has the ball first today.
44-0, dang.
Is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys.
They get worse than that.
Crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third down, he drops the throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's about championships.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult.
Throw it away. He's going to throw the ball.
Back to pass. It's Carr. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Showing the arm strength to the left. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Here's the handoff. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the way.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bond. Ball is loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Why would we? I did not challenge that. Why would the AI me challenge that, bro? We just wasted a timeout. You kidding me?
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Golden Eagles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder. not enough to give Boston College the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. And they get to him and down goes the quarterback and you just cannot afford that in this spot. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And there he goes. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. Touchdown, Irish! Great job by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Lost the fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense goes back-to-back sack jack. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Back to throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Boston College will send out the punt team. He gets it away from his own end zone. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Quarterback extends the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the inside. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Carr. Moving out of the pocket. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. From the gun, running back gets the gift. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Pauling. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Floats it out in space. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground.
Some big game listening about him.
Boston College will send out the punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Back to pass, it's Carr. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Steps away. Slips a tackle. Finds a crease at the 20. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed him to kick it there. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Notre Dame right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Buys a little time with his feet. Rolling right and going deep. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. With the catch, it's Love. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. 4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Golden Eagles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the tight end. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it on the move. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Rides the back on the option to give. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw, it's Carr. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 35, he's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught in the backfield, it's Love. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's James. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Here's a hit.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
Bro, 78, bro.
Just
Come on.
can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the air. Sends it downfield. Snags it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second.
But what is the flag now?
There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the...
What's even that guy? Who did it, bro? Where?
Come
Are
out
you
and
kidding
take
me?
a touchdown off the board
What
after
are y'all
that
doing?
play. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Get a penalty on every.
Pass. He's not afraid to go deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. He wants to change this route. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's James. Caught over the middle. It's Bolden. Snowed under by the defense. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Irish.
Big lead to you.
Matters into its own hands. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the 1st down and more. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking to pass, it's James. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. They'll leave it with him. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stuck.
There is no way he got that.
Line, but it will be 1st.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
From there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hey, And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big... They put on the heat, and they blocked it. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Shoots it to the left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires to the big fountain. And he's dragged down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish.
Turning it on! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this.